Hey guys, Philosopher here, and I want to talk a little bit about the recent event that we had where we were all donating for our donations, right? Our daily donations, and we're getting Stark Armory, and there was a leaderboard, right? Some of you got top 1%, and it may surprise you guys to learn I was not one of you. Some of you think I spend more than I do, but I spend a good amount of money in this game. Certainly one of the big spenders in the game. And supposedly, I was not one of the top 1% of people that donated for this event. And I'm just going to tell you now that raised some eyebrows for me. And I'm going to show you exactly what I told the devs about it. Because I showed this just a moment ago on my stream, but I think you guys should see exactly what my feelings are. And I'll just show you exactly what I told the devs. I said, I only got top 2 to 5% in Stark Armory, which is this event. So did many members of my alliance, Pants of Hulk. We barely hit 10th in the alliance milestone. I'm going to be pretty blunt. We are some of the biggest spenders in the game. So if we didn't hit the top 1%, there was a lot, and I put that in bold, of cheating going on. That is total BS, although I spelled it out, and you need to do something about it. They didn't do anything about it. They didn't respond. They didn't fix anything related to it. I think they've just given some energy or something, I guess, to everybody. I don't really understand how that compensates me at all, or compensates anyone who did this legitimately. And it's upsetting. And I can understand why Remenex recently left the game. I know a lot of you are upset about that. So am I. He hasn't closed the door to returning. I hope he does. But I guess I will just say that it's par for the course from Scopely for me, from what I've seen. This game is full of bugs. And let's just be real. Every time there's been a leaderboard, it gets hacked, right? When we had Avengers Tower, there was these idiots who hack themselves up to being the number one in Avengers Tower. These Dark Dimension leaderboards, there are these people who have like unwinnable, unobtainable scores, who always seem to be at the top of them for a long time until they eventually get taken down, right? There's always problems with leaderboards in this game because there's so many bugs, there's so many exploits, and Scopely doesn't take it seriously enough. So I'm not surprised by it. I'm not going to myself doing something rash about it because I've just accepted that that's what this game is. And it's sad. It's total BS. We should expect better from them. And I just accept the fact that that's sort of where this game is at. It shouldn't be. But that is literally the level of customer service I've come to expect from these guys. Now, why am I even talking about this? Part of it is to sort of tip my cap to Remenex, but part of it is to remind all of us that Scopely is doubling down on leaderboards. So we all have seen this image. If you've read the blogs, if you haven't been living under a rock, while I was on my business trip, Scopely released this Apocalypse blog, and they said, okay, now to get Apocalypse, you need 4 legendaries, and each one of the legendaries is going to get unlocked through a leaderboard. So now, instead of just building your team of X Factor or whatever to unlock the new legendary, and knowing you're getting it, knowing what you're going to get out of it, now they want you to invest. Not for a guaranteed Apocalypse or guaranteed Pestilence horseman, legendary horseman. No, you're going to be competing by running over and over. You have the option of starting over and over and over again, Scourge event against other players, and whoever does the best job, nudge, 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 and wink, wink, of getting through that. In other words, from Scopely's perspective, putting the most gear and stars and red stars into those characters, they're going to be the ones that get the big Apocalypse. They're going to be the ones that get the big horseman. I mean, that in itself is totally unfriendly to players. Okay, it's bad. We're instead of knowing what we're paying for or putting our time and our resources into, we don't even know what we're getting. But on top of it, I will tell you right now, I will flip my I will go absolute ballistic if what ends up happening is this leaderboard ends up being hacked or exploited and somebody cheats their way into the biggest apocalypse or whatever. That I don't think Scopely would let that stand because it's a money loser for them. So I think we're safe on that score. But I've got to say that the fact that we can only rely on Scopely to make sure these leaderboards are accurate for the things that make them money speaks volumes about where the game is at. And it is what it is. It is where this game is at right now. It is disappointing. I don't like to make a video like this. I don't do a lot of it. But I felt like it was warranted here because we had a event centered around a leaderboard, centered around a ranking system that was obviously exploited. There was lots of discussion of exploits on the Discord. The devs were made aware of those exploits as they were happening, were made aware of all those conversations, did not act, did not do anything. It's clear the rewards were flawed as a result, and now they're just doubling down on leaderboards again. So they better police this time, because I will tell you, if people are spending time and money to get these characters and they end up getting cheated out of it, they are going to lose a lot more than one content creator. They're going to lose a lot of good, paying customers from this game. So they're warned. Let this video serve as a warning to them. I do think that they need to do something to restore our faith in the integrity of this game. For me, the worst exploit was the people who were buying offers multiple times, like that cheater Captain Ireland, who since left the game, who was cheating his way to a big star Silver Surfer before anyone else was able to get it in the game. But here, this to me, was certainly serious. And I think getting the biggest apocalypse or horseman would be perhaps the worst, the absolute worst yet. So Scopely's got to make sure they get this one right. All right, guys. I didn't like this video, but if you did, you can smash that like button. Subscribe to this channel. If you got comments, questions, cheers, jeers, put them below or go to my Discord. You can check that out below, or you can go to my Twitch stream that is linked below as well.